Hopefully that worked this time. I don't know. Get rid of this one. Uh, hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully you can hear me. Yep, okay. Weird. Okay. Hopefully that works a little better this time. I got an echo. Yep, I'm here. Can you hear me? I don't know why I always struggle with these things, trying to get them to go. They shut down on me, and then I have to start over again. Which sucks because people are like in the other one probably waiting, and it's like, nope. Oh, good. You can hear me. Oh, that's good. Kind of got a head start on this one because the background is always boring, so. As always. At least the picture's clear. I actually hung the tripod up from the ceiling to do this, and then hooked the camera to the tripod, so it's actually hung up from the beam up above. And then screwed into the camera, so that way it can just hang there. Put more paint in that. Well, hopefully everybody else figures out that that one didn't work. It was kind of a last-minute decision, so. It's not you. YouTube has been giving all of us issues, so, yeah, I don't know what's going on with YouTube. It has been really bad lately. And I figure, well, nobody else is really on, so I might as well go on, and I kind of wanted to do something fun, so I'm doing a rainbowed up butterfly. I figure the more I make, the more, like, Jules can sell that stuff, or I have gifts or donations or whatever, so whatever I've done kinda goes somewhere. I wanna make sure also I gotta switch this over too. Hold on one second. That way I can see all messages. Top messages, all messages. There. Sorry, messing with my stuff to get it right. There. Okay. This is always the boring part, getting the background in. If I can hang this over here so I can see things just a little bit better. There. That's a bit better. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, don't fuzz out on me now. Microslop, it's not good right now. Going to be problems for some time until they get the hint that people don't want this AI. Yeah, no kidding. Well, and you gotta remember, I got my, like, channel at 18 plus, so at least some stuff is not, like Ivy's channel, she's got, like, what you call it, where it's not 18 plus, so a lot of things get, like, messed up. And for me, it's just easier to have it at 18 plus for when I just don't want kids on here and whatnot, so makes it a little easier. Hi, JR, how are you? Come to watch me be weird? Today we're doing a big butterfly. I'm okay. Well, that's good. As long as you're okay. Sorry I missed one of your I don't know, for some reason, JR, I don't seem to get notifications when you go live, and I don't seem to get notifications when you guys make posts. And then for Duke, I can't comment on his shorts. So I don't know what's up with that. Hopefully, I'm hoping it'll work itself out and it'll stop. It just seems like after 2026 was when everything has not been working right. And it's really starting to upset me because it's like even just this live, I had to make a new live because it wasn't linking right. It kept shutting me down. Of course, I don't know unless everybody else is live, but we are all having weird issues. Yeah. There's my background for that. Now I just need my grassy background. Um, let's see here. We'll do dark green, I think. So that way I can do the light. Well, actually, I should start out with black and work my way up into. We are all having weird issues. Yeah. Well, hopefully it stops soon because I'm really getting tired of the weird issues. Also, Duke, sometime I think you're just gonna. Every time I want to take you out to eat, Scott's like, no, because he says that you have to take us out before we can take you out again. He's got a point though. When was the last time you took any of us out to eat? I'm waiting for the really. It's coming. It's coming. I don't like eating out. Yeah, you do. Don't lie. Homemade restaurants he's talking about when you have your nice meals. Not the cruddy meals, the good meals. You know? Duke. You know? Duke says, "No, I really don't. I prefer to eat at home." Yeah, I I like eating at home too, but I also like going out once in a great while. It's kind of nice. Not gonna lie. I don't know. I think I want this to be more black than I do green. So I'm gonna kind of combine the two, I think. Yeah, well, Duke, I like taking you out to eat. It's fun to feed you, okay? Don't be such a moody ooty. Although, like Duke is, I do not like going like during the weekends because everybody is going out to eat and I don't like that. That freaks me out a little more. So he does have a point to that a little bit. But I got kind of talked into it tonight, so and I did okay. I didn't care for it. I mean, it was a good meal. I had I liked it when I go out to eat, I like to have breakfast. So, you know what I had, Duke? I had my eggs and my hash browns. Well, I even kinda reduced on the hash browns because hash browns aren't they don't like me. So I literally had, like, over easy eggs and some corned beef and then a little tiny bit of hash browns, which wasn't too bad. They put too much salt on food even at good the hash browns, yes. I don't like how much salt they put on, the hash browns just taste like, I don't know, they're just gross. But eggs, usually, they don't seem to put anything other than pepper on them. So, like, when we go to the family restaurant up here, Duke, it seems like they got some pretty good food. I'm getting to the point now, though, where I don't really want burgers or anything. It's just usually either like a salad or soup, and even their soup sometimes can be really salty. Oh, JR says, "Don't like being in overly crowded Yeah, same. I hate it when and it was nice tonight because we snuck out early enough. It was like, I don't know, 3-ish, 4-ish, and so we got to get a seat, and I we always hide in the corner booth because I don't like to be out in the open. So we hid in the corner booth, and it went pretty well. He had his salad, and I had my breakfast, and it wasn't too bad. Okay, where is this going to? There we go. Gotta see where my lines are. Yeah, I don't like being in the center. Yeah, I always go to like a booth in the corner, or I like to be near the door or a window or something where people can't really stare at me. It gets on my nerves. I just do not like it. Duke says it's getting expensive. Plus tip, cheaper at home. That's just me. I like to see all of my options. Yeah, usually during the week, or if you get out before 4 o'clock, the old people are eating and they don't pay no mind and they're not noisy and it's not crowded. So it's the same with when I go shopping usually. I like to go I'm getting better with the shopping. I try to ignore the people and look for what I'm looking for. Sometimes Duke gets irritated with me because I wanna I like to browse sometimes, but he gets out more than I do, so I still will take a homemade restaurant over McDonald's, though. It's just I don't know, last time I went into McDonald's, I nearly puked. I don't know, it just seems like when I see them making my food, it's so unsanitary and such in a rush, and I don't know, it's just I'm used to being clean, good, healthy, clean food, and it's getting kinda bad, so I prefer not to really have McDonald's at all. Any kind of fast food really kinda turns me off at this point. Yeah, McDonald's, understood, yeah. Yeah, it's I don't know. I will have an occasional fish sandwich. Those are hard to turn down because I really do like the fish sandwiches, But I don't get the fries or anything anymore because they're just too even when you ask for unsalted fries, 'cause I don't like a lot of salt, they're still salty as heck. And then half the time it's kids in there and they don't know how to cook and they don't know how to make a meal, so it's like, "Meh, I'm out," you know? I fix up a spot for the server too, yeah. Yeah, some people think I'm kinda picky, and it's really not a matter of being picky, it's just a matter of liking my food prepared a little better than what it's been. Alright, I need to get some shading in here so she looks nice. Um, yeah, they don't care about quality, you are very correct on that. And, back then, even, like, in schools, the teachers knew how to cook. They'd show up at 4 or 5 in the morning, they make all the students homemade meals, and you'd eat, and now today, it's all in a box, it's all pre-made, so they just heat it up and they serve it, and so they lose the ability to cook, you know? Oh, yeah, I seen them bots. Those are kinda cool. I'm kinda excited to see is that what you guys are gonna do tomorrow? I'm assuming? That'd be kinda cool. I'm kinda looking forward to it, honestly. Yes, it will be. I'm you got my curiosity, that's for sure with it. I'm excited to see what you guys come up with. There. All right. Let's get some color in here. The only thing I wish the lighting would be more colorful. That's the only thing I'm struggling with is like it's so much brighter and so much more colorful let me see if I change the mode maybe. That helps some. But it's not like I'm looking at this from my angle and the colors are like dark green, medium green, and it's pretty, but like this camera is so dull and I paid so much for it and it's like, "Ugh," it's frustrating. I gotta find a sketcher brush. I want to get some clouds in here, but I want them to be decent clouds. Will this one do? I don't know. Trying to find a big fluffy brush. Want to make me some clouds. And to do that, I need a big fluffy brush. Is this one going to be fluffy enough? If I rough it up enough. This is my rough brush, so this might do her. Maybe. I can damp it. I'll make some clouds. And I want them to be nice clouds. Oh yeah, that'll work. Pretty cloud. Um, I just want to have a little color in here. I don't know. I mean, I've messed with it before, Duke, and it just doesn't want to seem to give me much of an option for adjusting anything. At least on YouTube anyway. It seems like when the camera's on when I'm recording with it, it's not as bad, but I don't know. I got so frustrated with it, I just quit messing with it and just accepted it for what it is, which probably isn't good either, but it just frustrates me so bad. It's like my phone quality is so much better, and I've thought about streaming with my phone, but because I haven't done it yet, I'm scared to do it. Even though Ivy says, "Hey, it works." Ivy's done it for a while. I haven't, so I'm kind of scared. kind of chicken out with things. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look here if it'd let me. Problem is, I'm scared I'm gonna mess up the stream messing with colors. So, share screen, mute. It has an edit button, but it just don't really have anything else. Um, I used the one you gave me the one time, you know, and it didn't seem to really make much of a difference, so I don't know. I don't know if it'd do any good or not, you know. All right, let's get this purple flower here in. It always starts out kind of plain anyway till I get going on it, so I'm not too worried about it. No, oh, that's a pink flower up there. Okay, we want to do the stem first and then the pink. See, now it's doing that where it light, and I'm trying to get it to adjust a little bit better. It's just weird. I don't know. It's always trying to do things it shouldn't. It's like it can't capture lighting correctly almost. Um, that's all you can do is try different settings and things until you get what you want. Yeah, it just kind of sucks because I always worry that like the stream is not, you know. Of course, I mean, doing artwork's kind of boring to begin with, I guess, but at least I figured out how to get the camera so it ain't wiggling. It's coming from the ceiling off the beam, so smart on my part. Got that one figured out. So I was thinking I'm gonna have to put some dark green into this one just to get it to color right. Yeah, I'm not too worried. I mean, for the little bit that I do, it's not that exciting anyway, you know. More or less it gives me somebody to talk to while I'm painting, I guess. Where's my dark green? I had a dark green. Where the heck did it go? Dark green. Oh, there you are. Yeah, the only issue I have is every time I try different settings with this thing, it's like I mess up the stream itself when I'm trying to get it to do what it's supposed to. It's just frustrating. Maybe get some old incandescent light bulbs instead of an LED for more of a natural light, just on how you could make it better. Yeah. Biggest option would be my phone. It takes in everything really well, you know, and that's something I've really considered doing. It's just I got to do it. Once I do it, I'll probably hate myself that I didn't do it sooner. You know how it is. Yeah. But it's weird because even like the LED light, I need more light actually right now because it's not very bright for me to paint. So like it's kind of like messing with my painting right now too because like I feel like I'm working in a really dark setting when I wish it could be brighter, you know, just so the camera can see what I'm doing. So it's like, yeah, kind of limits what I would like to do, you know. I'm just thankful I figured out how to get the camera up so it stops shaking. That I'm happy with that at least. Also, has anybody heard from Mystic? I'm starting to worry something's wrong. Um, he has been out of the picture for a while, and I haven't heard back from him on the email thing with as far as like the painting he wanted. So I'm starting to worry if something happened. Huh, neither one of them, huh? Yeah, maybe they got the colds we got or something. Hard to say. Although it's kind of like I said, I kind of worry because it's like okay, I know Mystic sometimes he gets depression really bad. He's got severe PTSD, so I kind of worry about him sometimes when he gets down in the dumps. I kind of keep an eye on everybody when I can. Let's put it that way. I think Reaper has been on the server. Okay. Well, at least one of them's in touch or something. I just don't like it when they go silent because then it's like, okay, something's wrong. What's going on? Yeah, see now my hand, it's like I can't see because of the shading, so now I gotta lift the canvas up some. Last time I went on the server, his farm was gone, like he deleted it. Some stuff is there, but most of it was gone. Huh. Yeah, that ain't, I don't know. Unless they just, I don't know. I mean, there's only so much you can do. So, hi T Gaming, how are you? His area is now plowed and there's a tractor at the shop. Oh, maybe he came back. Maybe something. I know Duke said that the server was acting strange. Maybe he had issues with that or something. You know, you gotta remember too, in other countries like UK and stuff like that, maybe it's hard for them to get on our servers because of all the, drama and stuff going on online. Just saying that could be the issue too. Hey T. Oh, maybe he just started something new then. That could be. Maybe he just started something new or wanted to try something new, you know. You never know. It changes and varies. It's so hard to say, you know. Okay, these flowers are pink, so I have to change them to pink. I've done that, sell everything and build new layout. Yeah, you know, it could be that he maybe did that because he wanted to start over and try something else. Who knows? Wondering if I can bring this down just a tad. Maybe not. Maybe you don't want to. Camera's so touchy. Sorry. Bad camera. Don't want to play. Got a moody camera. This time I made myself some ice and some vitamin water, which is really good. I like regular water too, but once in a while, as a treat, I like to have vitamin water, so. No touch, you break it. Yeah. That's why I was like, I better not pull on that. I don't want to play. Although I kind of miss Ivy. I have not seen Ivy on here yet. She probably off doing something for Saturday night, though. This is my Saturday night. Pretty boring. Sorry, guys. My life is boring. Yeah, Duke, he don't have to worry about none of that because his computer, he just video records the screen, so. I know one thing, Duke, once it warms up, I wish, Duke, we could get that camper into your garage so we could work in there while it's warm and have better electricity, but gosh, I don't know. I don't know how hard that would be to move that trailer, and then you'd almost have to put, like, mom's Isuzu and dad's truck in the other shed, and I don't wanna, like, make you frustrated. But I really wanna work on my camper so bad. Her mom and dad caught her bug, and she still isn't 100% yet, so she's pacing herself. Yeah. I am still surprised our mom didn't get sick. That trailer would not fit in the shop, sorry. No, not the shop, the bigger part. I would, I'm not saying the little shop part, Duke, I'm saying the part where Ma's Isuzu is and the other truck. So, it's just my brain thinking, if only I could, you know. The problem is getting the amount of electricity out there to work and then maybe throw a little heater in there while I'm working. Just thinking out loud. I just wanna finish it so I can go camping when summer gets here or spring gets here. I'm thinking I can probably at least start by the beginning of May if it's in the 40s and 30s at night because it wouldn't take much to heat that little thing up. And that kind of excites me. It's not like a tent or the back of a truck. It's got some insulation, so I think I'd be warm enough. I know mom would not be happy if we moved her collector car on. I know. I'm just thinking, that's all. You know me, I get my head stuck on a project and I want to finish it and I want to get it done. I'm excited. That's all. That's how I escape and I'm less stressed. If I can just get away, take my little camper and go. Besides that, Duke mom's not going to be real happy real soon here once the it starts warming up and she can't get out on the lake anymore. Then she's going to be moody. I was surprised people are still out and about doing all that yet, so. Okay, now we gotta get some shading in here. I know, it'll be hot and we'll be complaining about that next. It don't take long, I'll tell you that. I don't know if I'm looking forward to it being warm or not, to be honest with you. I just don't know. I usually kind of color by feel, you know. The flowers on here, I'm just kind of freehanding because I want them to blend in with the butterfly. And they always start out looking kind of lame, but then once I get the colors in and I get where I want to be, then it's not so bad. So like this flower here, I'm kind of playing with it and kind of getting the pink in where I want it and kind of blending in the red and then I'll add some white and give it more texture so it looks more real. I think that's what you meant. Yeah, and then if I make a boo-boo, I fix it and do it again and again till I get it right. And then up here, there's little yellow flowers in this yet, and then I gotta draw all that. I gotta get all that in there yet. And A little bit of detail at a time. I can hear my daughter in her room, and that's, like, all the way across the hall, and she must be having quite the game because I can hear her just just a hollering. Mm. I even have the door partially shut, so it must be a pretty intense game they're playing. It's kind of fun to listen. I don't know if you remember, Duke, when we were a kid, how mom, she'd get so mad at us for, like, cussing or hollering when we were playing games. Well, that's what Jenna's kinda doing right now, and boy, let me tell you, she's giving it. Must take after her mother. Good thing she's on the other side of the house. I'd get in trouble. Some of the words coming out of her mouth. Okay, now I gotta get some yellow dots in there, and then yeah, it's like the coloring. I don't know if you can see it or not. Yeah, it's the coloring is so off on these cameras. It's like a really soft pink and it looks like a bright pinky red. Weird. Who, Scott? Yeah, I know. She better not wake daddy. She has. She has woken daddy before and he gets pretty pissy about it, so yeah, because he's got to be to work at 12:30 in the morning. Yeah, so I I stay out of that one. That's between him and her. I got my boundaries and they can do whatever it is they're gonna do. I can only say so much, so mama stays out of it. That's between daddy and his ornery teen daughter. I'll be honest with you, Duke, I've considered moving in with you guys. It's quieter over there. Pay 200 a month in rent and covers you guys would have more food and things would be taken care of a lot more. You'd never have to worry. Wonder what my husband would do if I just packed my stuff and left and moved in with you. Duke's like, "No, I already got rid of one. I don't need another." No, because you would try to clean my man. Yes, I would. And like just the way it is, I would try to clean your man cave. I'm sorry. It is bad. It's so bad. I mean, think about it. You used to like it when I clean your stuff. Come on, don't be such a grouch. It's not like I'm gonna completely destroy it. And I'd have my own personal studio, which is almost tempting. So yeah, actually, now that I think about it, it's not a bad idea. I could really, yeah. I think I'm gonna move in with you, Duke. I'm sure Ma would appreciate the extra income. Yeah, I think I'm gonna move in with you, Duke. I'm gonna move over there. What do you think, guys? You think I should move into Duke's? I'm waiting for it. It's coming. It's gonna be, oh hell no. You could use Jules' old computer room, that I wouldn't mind, but the rest of my area, no touch. Oh, Duke. Oh, come on. You know I wouldn't bug you that bad. I'll be honest with you, though, I think Ma would get on my nerves. I honestly do not know how you put up with that. She gets blabbery. I think she really misses Julie because it just seems like I get over there, I can't get out. She just wants to talk so long. And I love my mom, but oh my goodness. She's quite the little chatterbox, let me tell you. Jerry. Yeah. Yeah, I think he needs some stability in his life, Jerry. I think he needs me. Definitely have less stress, I'll tell you that. Problem is they probably if I left them alone, they would probably burn my house down. I don't think they know how to take care of themselves, Duke. I really don't. And I put you and me put way too much work into this house to just let them destroy it. That's the hard part. I think Duke can agree. We put in so much work in this house, and it would be so devastating to just let it. I mean, Duke and me, we'd sometimes get up 5, 6 o'clock in the morning while my husband was getting hip surgery, and he'd be under the house just I thought he'd cry sometimes. He was just a cussing under there working so hard, and I felt bad. Duke really put in a lot of time and effort under there. Oh, my heater kicked on. Yeah, I wish this camera would pick up. Maybe I need to be yeah, see, it's starting to get detail. If I could just keep it up close like that, you can see probably better. I want it to be a pretty flower. You get some black into that flower, then it'll look a little better. And it won't be so bad. Let's see here. And this tiny table doesn't give me much room. Okay. Duke says, "You will have to let me know if you're serious about Jules' old office room because I was toying with maybe turning it into a sauna room." Are you seriously gonna turn that Duke, you how do I put this lightly? You have too much clutter down there. If you want my honest opinion, I think you should use that as a storage room. And yes, I have really considered taking a break. I'll put it that way, but we'll talk about that when we're not online. Because I am getting too overwhelmed with things lately. So yes, it's been in the talk for a while. Problem is, I don't know how well that would go over with Ma. I mean, she'd never have to worry about cleaning, that's for sure. she That'd be taken care of. But sauna sounds better. I'm sure it does, but so does getting that clutter downstairs picked up that mom's sick of dealing with. And I'm sorry, I have to take mom's side on this because she's right. It's a mess down there, Duke. That's not cool, man. Dad would be furious with you with the mess you got down there, dude. I'm just waiting. Dad's gone. It's coming. It's coming. Nobody comes down here. It's my area and it's not clutter. It's computer parts and stuff. Oh, Duke. I love you, man, but oh, and they say I'm the one that needs therapy. I don't know. You're becoming a hoarder, dude. It's not healthy. You probably don't notice it because you live down there all the time, but it's getting pretty bad. Even mom said it's getting bad. I'm surprised mom hasn't been down there trying to organize it. I'm happy. I know you are. Are you though? Are you really? Are you really happy? You can't hide your feelings in clutter, Duke. You can't hide your feelings in clutter. Nothing to organize. It's where I need it. Uh, it is official. You are definitely a you definitely have the Dukeman brain because dad I mean, don't get me wrong, because dad was in the army, he never cluttered stuff like you do, but every Dukeman in our family does that. It's just crazy. This flower is taking too long. I want to get to the butterfly. Getting frustrated. That's the whole reason I did this because I wanted to do the butterfly, not sit here with a flower. Mm. Wee. I mean, it's coming along a little quicker, but hopefully it's like a checklist in our brains. We have a place for yeah. Don't get him started. He'll start on about the box. The nothing box. Every guy has a nothing box. He'll tell you all about it. You wait, he's gonna post that in his posts. The nothing box. Every guy has to have a nothing box. I have to go in chronological order, Duke. I can't just go to the butterfly. You got to remember, you got to paint in 3D. You got to start from the behind and then work your way around. That's how it works. If I just jump from one thing to another, then because this is behind the butterfly, I have to get this done first. You need a nothing box. I would buy a nothing box if it was possible. I hate the thoughts in my head sometimes. They drive me nuts, especially like 2 o'clock in the morning when I want to sleep and it's just going off. I have one alternative state that still does the music in the middle of the night, and I'm just laying there. I'm like, stop. I just want to sleep. And they'll find an old tune from like the 1980s and they'll sing it over and over and I'm like, okay. And it's weird because when you get more and more partial awareness with this disorder, it literally gets I mean, it's you're healing, but it gets on my nerves. I'm like, "Okay." And I know it's my brain doing it. So then it's like, how do I get my brain to knock it off? So best thing I found so far is to just play the song a couple times, even if it's 3 o'clock in the morning, I'll put the headphones on and I'll play it. And it seems to subside it a lot faster. My therapist calls it filling a need. It's there that I need to fill the need. Sometimes I don't want to fill the need. Hmm. There. That looks a little better. It's not the perfect flower, but I think it'll do. If I can get the lighting to stop being stupid. Yeah, I guess it ain't too bad. Better than what it was. Okay. Let's get crazy. Do the butterfly. Duke, knock it off. No. Bad Duke. You don't paint. You don't understand. It has to be in chronological order. Mom would explain this to you. See, now I can get to the butterfly. Now that I have the outline touching it, we should be good. There. That looks a little better. Except for around this part. Perfection takes time, Duke. You need to understand. Perfection takes time. Okay, now. Let's see here. Okay, so I can't do this one. Trying to think. Okay, so this one is behind it, but if I do this first, this one's away from it, so I don't have to worry about that one. Yeah, I guess I could get to the butterfly. Yay! Happy? Okay. I gotta get all these colors in. Okay, so we have yellow. Black is always last. Let's see. Let's do. We need blue. We need yellow. We need orange. Those are my main colors. Okay. Let's do yellow first. Let's see. Do I have a bigger brush somewhere here? I know I have more brushes. Where the heck did I do with my brushes? Oh, here they are. All right. Let's get crazy. Yes, Duke, let's get crazy. Okay, so these are yellow. I suppose I could have done a car or something. That would have made Duke happy, or a tractor. I did him a tractor painting once. Okay, then we have more yellow down here, right there, and right there. And then, where is that? Okay, so there's the yellow, black. I'm looking at a picture to make sure I get this accurate here. This is actually, I'm basing it off a, believe it or not, a AI modified rainbow butterfly. So I'm literally taking the color. Okay, so there's that there. Blue dots and then yellow here. Touch of blue there. So it starts here. Okay. Okay. And then it's got these two there. Is that yellow? Yes, it is. Yellow. That dot might be off, and I'm trying to figure it out. Okay, these guys. Sound like the guy from what's it call it? The little tree here and a little tree there and a little tree here. Uh, okay. All right, then we have the blue there and oranges here. Problem is, where some of this yellow is, I gotta blend in it with some orange because it's got a lot of yellow and orange in it. But this bottom wing has got a lot of yellow, so I'm not too worried. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3. Okay. Must be a lot of people going out tonight because, boy, the traffic, I can hear it all the way down my road. I suppose it's nice out, so they all want to go party. I'm so glad I'm past that phase. Some say party, I'll bring the beer. I said the noise outside, they must be partying pretty hard because, boy, the traffic is really loud. And, I'm back your ways, so I'm kinda shocked I'm hearing it. But it must be a pretty happy party because, boy, I can hear it. Alright, now I gotta start blending some orange in with this so it looks a little more decent. So, which one has orange? So there's a little bit of orange in there. Okay, so that's blue. Even these wings here have some yellow and orange, but it's kind of speckled in with the brown. All right, we can do this. We'll just blend it in. It's so weird how sloppy it looks when then once I add the black, it straightens right out. All right. I think I might need a little more yellow on here. Okay. Yeah. A little more yellow. Okay, now those are all yellow, but this is got some orange here. So I need to blend this in. He's definitely a very colorful little guy. I'll give him that. Okay, so he starts out his whole bottom is okay, so there's them, then there. Okay. We just want a happy little tree. No. Dude. Yeah, I talking to myself. It's my best way of how I paint. Okay, so this one. Okay. Um, so that literally, okay, I made it, okay, so I need to actually add more yellow here. Wow, that goes a long ways in. Okay. So, Just want to make sure he looks right. Okay. Why is that whole thing? That's confusing. Talk to myself that way. Oh, yeah. Well, it's just this wing looks off, and I don't know if I put the lines in the wrong place or what, so it's kind of frustrating me. It's got a lot of mixture of yellow and orange, and then it's got some blues and some browns, so I got a lot of messing around here. I got to figure out where the lines go. Lots of color, I'll put it that way. Okay, this has got more yellow in it. Once the lines get in there, it'll be a lot more efficient. Okay, so it's got some orange going into there. All right. We can do that. Okay. Now, this starts out orange down here. And this little tree and that little tree and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so if that goes into there, then it darkens. Okay. And then, yeah, it's literally like a little puzzle. But once I get him done, he'll be really pretty. Every butterfly that I've ever done, it amazes me. It looks so sloppy till you start adding the blacks and all the colors that make it stand out after a while. Then it really picks up. Okay, there's that little line there, so that needs to be. Okay, now this needs orange. My brush straightened out here. Come on, blend in better. Give me a blend. Thank you. Just want you to look pretty. Okay. Okay, so that literally ends right there. Okay. I don't know why I don't have a line there, but okay. Okay. I want to have a red, darkish orange thing here yet. Now the blue and white. Close this for now. Looks pretty good. It's a little blended. Getting better. Takes time. Okay, I need some blue. Okay. Okay, and what is, okay, that goes into like a black, okay. Over here. I've been lurking in the background. Your painting is looking amazing. You are very talented. I've got to go later, everybody. Okay. Thanks for coming, T. Okay, we have Jerry says later, T. Oh, most of these little dots are blue. Okay, now we have, oops, oh, blue on the top. Okay, some more here. Oh, Duke, do you wanna tag T and JRA's channels so that way if anybody decides they want to check out their channels, they can? If you would please, kind sir. Okay, so all that's blue. Oh, there's a little blue here. Thank you, Duke. I just know when people play back, sometimes they check out channels and join them when you. JRA's didn't highlight. That's weird. Oh yeah, wait, it did. It just ain't showing up on my. Okay, weird. Okay. For some reason on my computer it didn't highlight, but on my phone it did. So thank you, Duke. I appreciate it. Oh, you can link your channel too, Duke. Gives you something to do. You know, because you're so bored. I want to hear it now. Here it comes. How dare you? Duke does not like the word bored. It bothers him very much. Mhm. I am so excited to get to the black part of this butterfly so it looks better. It looks so boring right now. No such thing as bored. I knew that was coming. Duke really hates that word bored. He doesn't like it at all. Okay, I got a little bit under this. Oh, that wasn't supposed to be yellow. That was supposed to be blue. Okay, my bad. I made a boo-boo. Okay, I'll fix that. There, it's like it didn't even happen. Okay. No, there's a little, okay, so there's that one over here, and then there's a little bit of blue that fades into this. And then a little bit of blue that fades into this. Oops. See, making fun of me. Now you messed up. Really? You are such a smart aleck. Duke. What would I do with you? You are nothing but trouble. Okay, what else am I missing yet? A little bit of blue there. Okay. Trying to get them all. There's so many blues. Then I got white I got to add in yet to some places. Okay, now there was a little bit of white up here with this guy. I just have to take my finger and smudge it because that's how it kind of looks. Okay. And there was a little bit of white down here. Hey, knock it off. Bad paintbrush. Work, cooperate. It's just got these little highlights in here I gotta like add. Okay. Now I gotta add the white to the white spots. White spot there. And there's some white spots in here, but those will. Okay. These are all white spots here. I think I'm going to start on the black because sometimes I have to redo these white spots anyway once the black is done. So, right there. And there goes a white line here. Okay. All right, let's give this guy some color, huh? See how we can screw this up? I'm going to leave my white out because I might need that again. Now the fun part. I better shake this up good first. Add white to the white spots does not compute with my brain. Yeah, well, canvas is funny. It blends. It almost looks white, but it's really not white, Duke. So you gotta do it that way. As crazy as that sounds. All right, now we're gonna get some color in here. Finally. All right. This is my favorite part right now. Because this is what brings him to life. Wish there was a way I wonder if I could lower this camera so you can see a little closer. Duke, do you think I should try to lower it a bit, or you see it pretty good? Can you zoom in instead? I don't know how to do that. I don't think YouTube has that option. But I could lower it. I have adjustable legs. I can lower it some. Let me see if I can do that. I'm gonna try. Let me give it a whirl here. We'll see how we do. Oh, that's a little loud. It's a little better, huh? A little closer. Play with that camera. I don't think it has a zoom option, honestly. I'm sorry. I don't think it does. I mean, for as much as I paid for it, it should, but you know. Okay, it's got a little bit of lines going in here like this. Even if it don't have optical zoom, it should at least have a digital zoom. Most cameras have some kind of zoom. I know it adjusts, like if I put my hand here and then it does adjust, well, somewhat. Come on. Really? You're gonna play that game now? Stupid camera. Come on. This camera is horrible. Come on. Focus. I can't get it to focus back in. I really hate this camera. If I get it up here. Come on. Oh, no, I did it, Duke. I hope you're happy. Oh, there we go. Stay. For as much as I paid, its quality pisses me off. That's focus, not zoom. Yeah, I don't think there is a zoom option. And how that would work, I have no idea. You'd almost have to come over and show. I don't mess with. I'm used to my phone, which is why, like I said, I'm still considering hooking my phone to this thing hanging from the ceiling. I think I would have better options as far as focus and color. Because my phone has really good quality when it comes to getting images and zooming and all that. Could you use your phone as a camera and use PC to monitor chat? Yes, that's where I gotta set it up somehow with the phone and see how it goes. But I've been too scared because I don't like using my phone because it doesn't have the protection my computer does. So I'd have to think on it, I guess. I know Ivy does really good with it. She's got it figured out. I just don't yet. See, now it's like the brightness is too much again for it. Come on, unbrighten. I just don't like this camera. Honestly, I keep buying cameras and it's like their quality and the service that they provide are just horrible compared to a phone, which is weird. You think a phone would be worse. I even had a friend tonight. She's like, "Wow, I was thinking about getting a new camera," and I'm like, better off getting a phone because the quality's better." See, now it's bright on here, but down here it's dark to where it's even hard to see the paint because I had to turn the lighting down because the camera wants to be extra bright. It's weird. You'll be surprised, Duke, once I do start using the phone, the quality, you'll see the quality just be so much better. That's just crazy. I don't know why this black is being so oily. It's irritating me. Okay. Windows has so much spareware and II crap now. There is going to be a lawsuit or something happening soon. Trust me. Yeah. Yeah, because it literally is messing with people's. I mean, I have a few bigger creators that do like cosplay and stuff, and they said anything they get like punished for stuff that ain't even, you know, like a certain word that has nothing to do with anything, or they get monetized because they do goofy content that doesn't harm anything. You know, I have one lady um, from the UK. She cleans houses for free, and somebody has been reporting her videos because of the dirt and grime she's cleaning up, claiming that they're inappropriate. And it's like she's doing a good thing. She's cleaning and helping older people, and because of one woman reporting her videos because she doesn't like to see the dirt, it's like leave her just ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. I felt bad for him. Like, really? Seriously? I think your videos are amazing. You're helping people. You're not charging anybody. She's just cleaning houses for older people that can't manage, and some people don't like that because they think that you shouldn't be helping them, I guess. I don't know. But that's what covers, like, her free supplies to do that for people. And she's doing it on her spare time in between her job. It's like punishing somebody for helping people out, you know? Ain't right. Too many Karens, put it that way. Yeah, but the kids on TikTok can still do their stupid hurtful exactly. That's what I can't figure out. It's like the people that are actually doing helpful, honest content are being, because it's not enough. I don't know if it's just because YouTube has changed their guidelines to where they want the drama, they want the fighting, and it's like it literally is ruining people's channels because somebody don't care for something, they'll say something that doesn't even go with the guidelines, and then they get punished for it, and it's like, "What on earth?" Here's a woman, she's not charging anybody, she's not hurting anybody, she's helping these old people, and she gets in trouble? It's like all she's doing is cleaning. I'm like, "Why are they?" It just didn't make sense to me. I couldn't for the life of me figure out why they would, like, punish her for something that just I don't know. And it's only gonna get worse. If they don't get this stuff figured out, it's only gonna get worse. Like, seriously. It's like me, that's why I've considered even my channel. I get so tired of it because it's like you can't even talk about honest educational content without somebody ruining it or trying to ruin it. Even stuff like this, just painting a butterfly, and it's like there's always a critic. Yeah, it's almost like you're being punished for being healthy or doing something good. Just doesn't make sense to me. Okay, I gotta figure out the lines in this one. This is It's like it's shaded in here. The biggest issue is they took humans out of it. It's an AI computer passing judgment, and AI is not able to do what humans can do. Exactly. And then try to get a human to, like, look over something. It's literally like you got to put in like 8, 9 different reports just to get a human being to look at it. And because I've had where I've put in complaints for something that I own rights to, and I've literally had to go through the copyright, just to get copyright, ownership of my own stuff. It's like AI's like, "Oh, you need to send proof." My face is on it. What more proof do you need? It's like, you know, and before, 2026, there was no problem with this at all. None. And all of a sudden, it's just like so I literally had to go through and, like, add a copyright sticker to all my content and then add, the all rights reserved 2026. Because if you don't, then all of a sudden the AI machine doesn't seem to understand that you own ownership of something. It's like, "Really? Seriously?" Makes no sense. Yeah, AI is what pretty much runs YouTube now, and it doesn't do a very good job. What makes me mad is when they gave, other creators the ability to be able to use your content without, like, you put in a copyright for that, you own ownership, and they literally like, the AI keeps asking for, like, a court order of some sort, and it's like, "Well, you got a legal restraining order and a legal this," and it's like they won't even so then you gotta literally try to reach somebody through Google. It seems like if you reach through Google, you get rights to your legal content better, 'cause they'll that's still some human beings running that. So I literally did that, talked to different lawyers. It's like, I mean, all the work you put into just to own ownership of something that you've created, it's different if somebody's using it to actually educate, but when they're doing it to, like, bully, then it's like you gotta put in all this extra work. Ain't right, I'll tell you that. Skynet is becoming self-aware, the Terminator yeah, only 4 years away. Yeah, no kidding. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna be, guaranteed. I just can't believe even the kids today. I seen a video about toddlers and their addiction to, like, their iPads. Like, they don't even know how to communicate with normal society. They're so glued into these stupid iPads. So now pediatricians and stuff are stating, children shouldn't even have a phone until they're like 16, 17, and even then, you wonder if it's even worth giving it to them because they really don't know how to control their emotions, you know? I mean, if I'd have had my way, my husband got his way, but if I'd have had my way, my daughter would not have had a phone till, she was old enough and responsible enough for one to pay for some of it, and secondly to be able to understand how dangerous being online is. So I've literally had arguments with my husband about some of this because I just don't feel it's safe, especially right now. It's just so bad. So funny, the last painting I did, when I recorded it, speed up it so it goes quicker. And it's like, okay, you just watched a whole painting be made in less than 6 minutes, and then like this, we're already like almost 2 hours in. I still don't have a smartphone. I don't want it for now until you're gonna. They'll find a way to make sure you get it. You just give it time, Duke. Give it time. They'll find a way to mess that up next. You watch. They're smart that way. They'll get you. They'll get you. Give it time. They will get you. I didn't think I'd ever have one either, and then with all the stuff I had to do and the technology, I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to crack down and get one." I didn't want to, but I had to. Actually, Duke, I wouldn't even been on that if I wouldn't have moved up here. It was when I moved up here I had to go on all this stuff. I refuse to be a sheep. I'm not a sheep. Come on, man. Why you gotta be hitting the low like that, man? Not a sheep. I'm a lion. I'm a lioness. I identify as a lioness. I mean, you think about it though, I did pretty good considering. I mean, I don't really go online that much, other than stuff like this, which is wholesome and useful and grounding, you know. There are some people that stream like every day, and I just don't know how I mean, one stream for me even just a week is overwhelming. I don't know how they do it that long. I could never. I just couldn't. I'd lose my mind. I mean, in some way, if you think about it, the old man was right. He said that the world was just it's gonna get bad. I just didn't think it would get bad this soon. Flip phone and having internet is bad enough. There are days where I just turn it all off. Yeah. There are days where that's why I have the camper. I will take the phone with me. I can make an emergency call, but I do not have the internet access. I just want to get away. I don't want to be bothered, and sometimes I got to put a second layer of black over this cuz it's like showing some extra stuff here. It's like trying to get my kids to Julie, she likes to go camping. She likes to get away. Jenna, that's a whole nother ballpark there. She does not seem to want to do much of anything. I think it's good for kids to get out and do stuff and go camping and have fun and breathe fresh air. To me, a phone is kind of a privilege, but I'm weird. I don't know, Duke. I might have to make this a second night. It's taken. I thought with being a big thing like this and a butterfly, I thought it'd go a little quicker, but boy, she taken up a lot of time making it. Usually a painting like this I have done in about 2 or 3 hours, but taking a little longer. I think having to stop once in a while and read and then just fix the camera and all that takes some time too. Adds up after a while, you know. I could do this all day though. That's something I do enjoy. I mean, I'm finally caught up with my housework some, so I'm like, okay, I need to get some painting done. Not that it sells or anything. I mean, lately everybody wants like stuff off of Amazon and Temu and stuff. Nobody wants to buy originals pieces. Yes, uploading farm videos and chatting and playing with friends is fun and relaxing, but if the whole internet crashed tomorrow, I would function. Yeah, me too. I'd function just fine too. It's just not. I think I think that's the benefit we both have is we both have grew up without having to need all that stuff. Heck, we've even made adjustments just to not have a bathroom, available or cooking stuff available. I mean, look at how long I lived in the camper before the house was built. We have that ability to be able to survive without stuff. Would it be harder? Well, yeah, but internet for sure, we don't need it. We'd be just fine. Electricity, that's a whole nother ballpark. Could we survive without electric? Yes, but it's gonna be a little harder. I mean, in some ways, it our childhood was difficult, but in some ways, I don't wanna say I'm thankful for some of the stuff, but because of what we learned, it has helped us to be able to adjust to anything at this point, you know? Um, Take a smartphone away from a teen and see how long. Yeah, they flip out. Well, look at, like, when people get arrested, "I need my phone, I can't have you can't have my phone." It's like they act like they're gonna die because they don't have their stupid phone with them. And it's like, no, that is not how it works. When you do something bad and you're under arrest, you're not gonna be able to take your phone. They ain't gonna let you have that. They don't even allow you to have your phone in, inpatient hospitals. I wasn't allowed my phone when I was in inpatient. They literally took and I'm talking, like, strict. When I was in Willow Creek, they took everything right down to your clothes. If you had any kind of string or shoelaces, they took all that. You weren't allowed to even have, like, sweatpants with elastic because they didn't want you having that available just in case. And I'll be honest with you, I've never experienced something so difficult than inpatient care. It depends. Some places are a little more lenient and they're nice, but this was not the place that I thought it was to help, and it made it much worse. And I told myself I'd never ever put myself in a situation like that again. That was horrible. It just didn't make sense to me. I don't even understand they even wanted my medical bracelet, which was like that's not something you're supposed to take off. It's a medical bracelet. And they thought it could be an issue, that it could harm somebody or something. And I literally, from going from in the woods to someplace like that, and I ain't afraid to say where it was, Green Bay, Wisconsin. That was it was huge to me. It's too big. It was like a big city, and I couldn't sleep. I couldn't function. I mean, it gave them the answers they needed to figure out what was going on with me, but still, to me, it's like if somebody is struggling with life and they need help, I mean, to me, that doesn't seem like that's going to make it any better. And then the top it all off, like the place I was at didn't even have bathroom doors. So, like, if you wanted to go to the bathroom, you could not. You didn't have a door. So it was like that's what did it for me. Being having IBS, and I'm like, well, what am I? And I told the nurse, I said, I'm not well, and if you do not, I need a bathroom with a door, please. And I told her, I said, take whatever you want out of here. You know, I couldn't take people looking at me while I was on the potty. Can you imagine Duke having to go to the bathroom with no door? Oh, ain't right. I mean, it was weird because I could, go number 1, but number 2 was a nope. So, and still, it's so weird because that wasn't too long ago. I mean, it seems like long ago, but it really wasn't. That's why I always tell people, if you can get outpatient care, please do so, because inpatient, there's just certain places that are not meant to help, and Green Bay was one of them. Has it crossed my mind to get inpatient help again at some point? It has, but I don't think they'll ever. I would suggest, if you can afford it or budget it, find a mental health retreat. And what makes me mad is they have mental health retreats. What makes me mad is the pricing. They should make it available for, like, disabled people to be able to go where it's covered under insurance, so they can get their mental health back in order, you know? That don't bother me when I gotta go. I'm gonna go. Oh, see, I can't. I'm shy. You're like dad then. Dad was the same way. Dad could go pretty much go anywhere. If he needed to go, he went. Now me, I think that's one of my biggest struggles, because even, like, when I have people, like, my daughter has her friends over or something, it bothered I'm scared to go. I don't know why. It's something to do with my past, I suppose, but it's difficult for me to go normally when I'm not in my routine. I think I was that way in school too, if I remember right. I can't remember everything around that time, but I know when I was, like, maybe 15, 16, I had to wait till I got home. Boy, this little guy's taking a long time. It's a good thing I don't do nothing really big. I mean, it wouldn't be so bad if the black was thicker, and, they keep making these paints thinner and thinner, so I have to do, like, double coating, because otherwise it just don't cover like it should. Very frustrating. Yeah, I even feel bad for people, like, I mean, I get that they're arrested for a reason, but, like, some people that, have, like, small charges, I don't even know how they manage to go to the bathroom, because, they don't have a door or anything. I would die. I wouldn't be able to do it. I just uh You stream as long as you want. You get tired and want to end it, just end it. We always do. Always another day. Yeah, that's true. I'm thinking on it here. I kind of want to get this wing finished. Problem is when I go to bed, I have to move all this stuff, and then I'd have to reset it back up again, which just kind of bums me out because it's so much work. And if my paintbrush would stop clumping, that would be a good start. Yeah, I'd like to at least get his body kinda done and this here done, and then I think I'll be happy with kinda some of it, but I guess I just didn't think he would take this long. Usually, it is strange because when I'm, like, painting and concentrating when I'm not, like, doing videos, it goes so much quicker. And then, like I said, I have to keep double like, going over the lines and stuff because the black is not going on like I'd like it to. Ever since I've had to get Rust-Oleum for paint, I'm so frustrated with their paints. They're so thin and such a pain in the butt. They're not like Valspar was at all. Yeah, I miss Valspar, like, majorly. Valspar was my fave. I miss it, miss it, miss it. Let's see here. You got oh, yeah, it does go like that, okay. Come on, paintbrush. Mm, Krylon is more of an acrylic, and when you put, polyurethane over it, it cracks. So, like, if I spray this with polyurethane to make it shiny, it does fine, but if I was to use Krylon, which is usually an acrylic based, it would cause a lot of problems. It's not as well made. Well, you guys well, guys, I hope you have a great evening and evening. I enjoyed the painting. Thanks, JR. I know it's a long one. Like I said, it's not a big deal. I'm bored. It's Saturday night and I don't do anything else but either clean or work or something. So, Duke says, JRA Games Nights, thanks for watching. Yeah, I'll probably stream another night as soon as I get done with his stuff here. Oh, my kitty just jumped on my chair. Hi, baby. Oops. What's the matter? Don't scratch mama's chair. No, don't scratch mama's chair. My cat is being naughty and I'm having water issues here with this. Stop. Um, Not a problem, he says. Thanks for coming, JRA. I appreciate it. You're welcome. Well, and Duke, if you get tired too, if you decide you wanna go, you're welcome to. I know you go to bed about 10, 11. So hello, Grave! Everybody's been worried about you, wondering how you're doing. Oh, hello, Pink. Just drinking my morning coffee with your painting. Oh, that's right, you're in another state, so it's morning where you're at. Well, perfect. I don't have to worry about being so alone. Your kitty's adorable, isn't she, though? She's absolutely divine. I love her so much. She was just in here a minute ago whining because she wants her supper, but she eats 3 times a day, so it's like I usually don't feed her till about 11, so and then she, slipped in some yogurt this morning and some ham, so I'm sure she's not starving. Mm. She just likes to beg. And then I buy her the really expensive Sheba, so she gets that, and then she gets the Temptation treats, and, um, I had to start buying her Sheba food because she, gets gassy with anything else, so she has to have Sheba or Iams, and Sheba's a little bit cheaper than Iams, so how have you been, Grave? Are you doing some artwork? You haven't been sick, have you? Everybody's been kinda worried about you. Yogurt and ham, yum. My kitty gets some of my leftover dinner morning scraps like fish and eggs. Yeah, they love that stuff. Um, Duke says, "We were wondering what happened to your farm on my server, if you were moving or just didn't have time to play anymore." If you're wondering what they're talking about, Pink, they play Farm Simulator. So, just in case you're wondering, it's basically a game where they farm and sometimes they come up with challenges and stuff. I've been good, just tired when I get home from school and take a nap and not been on YouTube a lot. I've been sleeping a lot earlier. Yeah, I've been pretty tired too lately. I don't know, but then like at night I'll lay down and then my brain starts doing that thing where I don't want it to bug me. It's been a little bit of a difficult few weeks. I'll put it that way. So I have not been playing a lot of game either. Yeah. We were worried maybe you were sick because that seems to be something going around lately. I was like, "Oh, I hope he's not ill." Up here, it's been flus and colds and nasty stuff, and it's been really hard on the elderly. And then I've been dealing with some personal issues at home that I gotta take care of, and been a lot. Seeing your other lives so I know about. Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't play the game, but I support, like, my brother Duke here is my brother, and he's got quite a few friends here that play the game, so I try to support them, little channels. And sometimes they get into some really good battles on there. Between fighting with tractors and three-wheelers and jumping bridges and an alligator pit, and it's fun to watch. I think they only have one female in the whole group, but she stands her ground. She gets in there and she'll fight with them boys. She'll take her three-wheeler and battle just the same. So, it's fun to watch them. Kinda wanna fade this in a little somehow. If I can just there we go. There. I suppose I go a little farther. That way my bigger one out here. Okay. Yeah, I figured I'd detour from some deer and just do something different. A butterfly I figure was something wholesome enough, I guess. Grave says, and I have been listening to music a lot more. Like, I've not been playing my Xbox or on YouTube. It has taken over everything. Oh, I suppose, yeah. Duke says, we just didn't want to fast forward time too fast or too much and mess up your plans. It's fine, Duke. Well, at least we know Grave Reaper's still breathing. I don't know what the heck happened to Mystic, but I'm gonna try a different paintbrush here. Grave says, and yes, I will disappear for a while, then show back up out of nowhere. Um, where? Oh, I don't know what you mean there. Sleeping and napping more may be a good thing for you, because I know you said you had a trouble. Yeah, and if you guys got any questions, you're welcome to ask anything you like. Night terrors are coming down a bit, and it's not every 30 minutes to an hour, it's more 1 hour to every 2 hours. That's good. I noticed since I and this is something I do, but I noticed since I started taking, like and it's not every night, but, like, when I need to, I am shocked and amazed how strong Tylenol PM or ibuprofen PM can knock me out more than, like, the prescribed medication, Zolpidem or Xanax, when they want me to sleep. I can't believe that. It's not even a prescription, and it seems like it's stronger than than the medication prescribed. Maybe it's just me, maybe it's how my brain takes it, but my goodness. Luke says, "Did you finally get your shoe thing for your foot? And if you did, is it helping?" You're too young to be in pain and suffering. I hope things get better. Yeah, I agree. It's gotta be so hard on your parents too, because, like, if my kid had issues with her foot like that, I think that I'd be worrying all the time. I am very fortunate that I have 2 girls that are very healthy with no issues. Well, I wouldn't say no issues. I mean, one of them has a little bit of an anxiety issues, but they're pretty healthy. Never had broken bones. I've always been a very, very cautious parent. Sometimes a little overprotective, but, some people find it strange that someone like me who had have all these disability issues could raise my girls, but that was one thing I always told myself, that I would always make sure my children had everything they ever needed, no matter how disassociated, no matter how sick I got. I wanted to make sure my children always had everything they needed. About that, I go Wednesday to get them put in, and at first I was told 4 weeks and could be mailed out. Well, nope, it takes 6 weeks to make the thing, and because it's my first set, they have to put it on. I'm assuming you got to say. Well, that kind of is a bummer. They sure do drag medical stuff out lately. I don't know why, but there's a friend of mine who has pancreatic cancer, like really severe pancreatic cancer, advanced stages, and they're like making him wait like a month just to get in and see if it's possible to remove it, and it's like, well, if they wait that long, it's gonna spread. I just don't get that. I don't know how they can say, "Oh, well, it'll be a month before," it's like they're waiting for people to just not make it. It bothers me so much. The wait sucks, but that might be a good thing. Sounds like they want to make sure to get a proper fit. I hope so. I hope you're right. I hope it ain't just they just don't care, which seems to be most of the medical field lately. I just still can't get over that, having cancer and they're making you wait a month instead of getting I mean, to me, that'd be like emergency. They should get them in and get it taken care of right away. I guess that's what makes me strange. I don't know. I'm gonna need some more black mixed in. Whew. Nothing in medical is ever fast. There's such a shortage of good doctors and nurses right now. It's always a waiting game, unfortunately. Yeah. To me, though, if you got like advanced stages of cancer, I don't understand. It just don't make sense to me why they'd make them wait because, I mean, when my husband's dad had cancer, they didn't wait. They got him in right away. They took care of it right away. So I don't know if it's maybe the hospital or maybe they need to go to a different hospital or something. I just never heard of that. I don't know where they go, but they definitely should change. Part why I have not been around. Yeah, that makes sense. Having to deal with the pain and the problems with all that. Duke says, "We understand more than you know. We've been there, done that. Gotta take care of yourself first before internet. Internet can always wait." Yep, exactly. Every once in a while, I see a spot that dries that isn't quite covered. A lot of hospitals are garbage up in my part of New York. You got to go 2+ hours for the good ones, and for the specialists, 4+ hours, all the rock to Rochester, Buffalo, New York. That's crazy. Well, I get it though, because I mean, it's the same thing up here. When you live in a small rural area, it's hard to find decent doctors, let alone specialists. And then they want you to see a specialist, so then you have to like book again and again and again, and it's so frustrating. Totally, totally understand. So it makes sense to me anyway. Yeah, the runaround game had to do that for my dad when he got sick. See this doctor, see that doctor, not fun. Graves says the closest specialist I was like 45 minutes, and that was just to get my foot checked. Oh boy. Duke, do you want to do me a small favor and text my youngest, feed Misha, because she's hungry? Thank you, Duke. Poor Duke, stuck with me all evening. When I'm done with this butterfly here, Duke, we'll call it quits. We'll do the flowers next time and the grass and all that. I figure I might as well just finish this bottom half and then get this white done, and won't be too much longer. It's kind of fun sitting through your lives because I like to screenshot like what you're doing and then make little small videos for you for your shorts. So I've actually found ways to entertain myself when you're doing all that stuff. Mm. I suppose you all want to see Misha. Jenna brought Misha in before she's gonna feed her. You have to hold her over here above my painting.
Kitty.
Look up, kitty. She's like, no. She's like, I'm good. Just feed me. You should go feed her. She's hungry. She wants her night supper so she can do zoomies all night, huh? Make sure she gets some temptations in there with her Sheba. Otherwise, she'll be mad at you. My cat is so spoiled. Duke will tell you the cat is fed better than he is. A specialist for dermatologists was 4+ hours from me all the way down to Rochester. That's southwest. I'm in the most northern part of New York you can get. Oh boy. In a way, though, that's probably a good thing. I'll be honest with you, Reap, you don't want to be in town anyway. I swear that it's getting so much worse in the bigger cities. I am so thankful I am not in bigger parts of cities. I don't mind little towns. I mean, I could tolerate living in like an apartment or something in a little town, but these bigger cities, they scare me. Yeah, me too. Rather not be close to city. Yep. Especially right now with the way the world's been acting. I'm scared. I literally am petrified of town. I don't like I mean, I'll go into town. I like to look at things a little bit, but after like 2 hours, it seems to be my time limit. Usually about 2 hours, 3 at most, and I'm like, "Okay, I'm done. I wanna go home. I don't like it here." It used to be I couldn't even go in for an hour, and then I'd struggle with stuff, so I'm all country, no city for me. Oh, don't lie, Duke. If they brought Radio Shack back, you'd be in town more often. You know what the saddest part is, Duke? The last Radio Shack we went to, it was you and me together. So sad. And we didn't know that it would actually just be gone after that. I feel bad for Duke. That was his favorite store. You've got questions, we've got answers. Yep. Radio Shack. I miss going Christmas shopping there. That was always fun with Dad because they always had the little live robots or the little trucks or, all the electric stuff that a kid could possibly want. Problem was we could never really afford it, but it was fun to look at it. Yep, that was Duke's whole childhood. If he could get to Radio Shack to get something, he was a happy boy. He was a happy boy. And then when they took his beloved Radio Shack away, he was not the same anymore. Moody. I could. I was making tons of money when I was a teen working on farms. Bought and still own a lot of Radio Shack stuff. Yes, you do actually. Duke owns a lot of Radio Shack stuff yet. I mean, not a lot, but enough. I'll put it that way. I gotta get some shading in here, guys. It's driving me nuts. Yeah, that looks a little better. My country is bigger by 400 square feet. Delaware is 2,489 square miles. My county is 2,822 square miles. Oh my goodness. It's a lot of square mileage. A lot of square mileage, dude. All right, I need some white. And my white has dried, so I need to. I'm almost done, guys. And then I'm going to color quits and finish the rest tomorrow where I got to put flowers in here and some grass. It's going to be all pretty. But first I have to finish this white. So I get my little circles done right here. Oh, come on, don't do that. Be nice. I hate that when my paintbrushes collect and then I gotta wipe it off. My paintbrushes collect water when I clean my brush. Made a boo-boo. I gotta fix it. Duke says VCR, cassette tape players, stereos, boom boxes, video games. Man, I miss the good old days. I used to like the little running cars and stuff they had, and then I think that's where Dad ended up getting your train set too, if I remember right. The one that Bigfoot brought you. Yes, Bigfoot brought Duke a train. You had surround sound system for a while there when you first moved up here. You know, the one that rattled your house windows. Yeah. I took it down because I didn't like I'm a quiet person, Duke. I don't like the noise. I'm sorry. I couldn't handle the boom boom. Too much boom boom. Even don't like boom boom boom. Let's see here. A little bit of white in there. That was from Radio Shack. It's all about the bass. Yeah. Well, I get that, but I don't mind bass, Duke. It's just that I don't want so I don't know if I like that. I might have to yeah, I need to fix that. I made a boo-boo. Just trying to add white here and I don't like it. So it's going away again. Cover that right back up. You didn't see nothing. I didn't do that. I like loud, but not very loud. Yeah, it's the same with me. I like when I'm cleaning house or something, I'll have music going because it's very grounding. But when it comes to like really, really loud, high pitched noises is what I don't like. But now, like if I'm in Duke's truck and he puts on like oh Duke, what's the name of that song with the low bass that vibrates the whole seat? That I don't mind. I like that. It's very soothing to me. Hi, baby. Did you get your yum yum dinner? Are you a happy kitty? Are you going up to your loft? Okay. My cat said, "My belly's full. I'm going to take my nap and then I'm going to do zoomies at 1 in the morning, Mom." I know that's what you're going to do, baby doll. Yes, because you're a naughty little kitty when it comes to nighttime. That's the song that rattles the cab of my truck. Yeah, what's that called? I can't remember what it's called. Grave says, I used to play 80s to 2000s heavy metal. That was 20 years ago. Can I do that now? Heck no. Oh, Duke still does. He likes to rattle the truck. I don't mind it as long as it's decent old rock or low bass. I have to have low bass songs. Low bass is actually even used in my therapy because it has a very grounding effect for me. Some people it don't, but low based noises for me seems to work really good. So even like low bass EMDR seems to help. So when I'm struggling with something, she'll put a low bass EMDR song on, and it's very soothing for me. Sale. Yes, thank you. I was trying to remember, and I just couldn't for the life of me remember. Brain fuzz, I guess. There you go, link it. Uh, oh, I gotta try to get these wings. I don't know if I want to do that on that end or this end or what I want to do here. But I know I have to get some weight around these wings because the screaming and the guitar is what gets to me. I can play very low drums and be fine. Yeah, it's certain sounds just I don't know, it's like anything high pitched or anything twangy, I guess I could say twangy can cause me to literally have a switch of my mind. It literally bothers me. I don't know why. My therapist kind of discovered it one time and so it's I don't know. It's weird. My all-time favorite song is Still. Yeah, Still's good. Leave a Light On by Belinda Carol I don't know how to Carzel. I had such a crush on her. Don't forget your Cyndi Lauper. That's your big crush too. That music. Oh, Duke. Leave it to Duke to start a playlist on my art channel. It's fine though, it's cute. Uh, Yeah, he's got a lot of them. He has from the good old days, so don't be surprised if he puts more, Reaper. He's got his Duke classics, I'll put it that way. Okay. I kind of want to add this into the tail. There. Now. Classic 80s. There. Okay. Now, a little head, and then I gotta add a little more black here, and then I think it's gonna be pretty much done for now till tomorrow. Or maybe the next day, depending on what mood I'm in. Ain't gonna take much to finish now. Hopefully, I gotta just finish this flower, add some grass. I just gotta add a little black here to part that didn't get enough. Somehow he popped right out as soon as you add that black. Looks much, much better now. Misha, I can hear you walking all over upstairs. What are you doing up there, girl? I don't know what you're playing with, but you're playing with something up there. Yeah, what you doing? Are you being a goofy kitty? Huh? What you doing? Huh? You little troublemaker. You little troublemaker. I have this distinct feeling you're going to be kind of a pain in the butt tonight because you had that nap earlier, which I shouldn't have let you have. There, I think I got all the spots that were missed, I hope. You guys see anything I missed? Let me know. Belinda is it Carsile? I hope so. Goes good with your stream. Listen to leave a light on while I watch your stream. Oh boy. Duke's listening to music. I wish I could play music. I can't wait till I get a list done that I can play music in the background. But I want to make my own playlist. I don't want to borrow from anybody else. I want to write my own songs. And I got three or four songs now that I wrote that I can have put on a list. It's very comforting. It's very grounding when you can create your own music and stuff. And now that I kind of have that option, Not that I'm bragging about AI, but it does give me an option to be able to put my music into words, or not words, but my music into a song, even though AI is singing it, it's still the words I wrote, which is pretty cool. I give credit. I mean, that's a cool little thing that AI does do, but I don't care for AI, but that I find helpful, because all these years that I write songs and now I can turn them into something, you know. Keep finding little spots I gotta fix, but it's getting there. I got a lit. I got a list. A few 100 minutes might be close to 1,000 minutes. Oh, for a list, for a playlist. That's what you're saying, I think. There. What you guys think? Does he look pretty good? I think he looks really good. See anything I missed? It's coming along. Add a few dots in here, I suppose. I always like to add a little perception to everything. Gives it little texture, little taste. There. Looks a little better. Shading. I want shading. Looks pretty good, huh, Duke? Not too bad for a butterfly. At least the color's starting to show up on the camera a little better. And then down here, I got a couple flowers I got to do and then some grass, but we'll do that next round. That shouldn't be too long. I don't care for this right here, though. I almost want to like shade it or fix it or something. Wonder if I can do that. I want to fix this part here. It just looks weird. It's like something went wrong here and I need to fix it somehow. I don't know if that looks any better or worse. I think I need to add some orange to that. Sorry, I'm playing yet. This is driving me crazy. Don't look right. Made a boo boo. It's your fault, Duke. I made a boo boo. I blame you. Just want it to look nice. Duke says I used to DJ back in the day, so I got like gigabytes of music. Yeah, and who helped you with that? Miwa. I miss those days when my life would be normal and I could. It was weird because I didn't like crowds, but me and Duke, we could always sit behind the DJ chair and the table and you'd feel fine. It was like that barrier that was there to protect you, you know? It was the same. People would be like, "Well, how did you sing in front of thousands of people when you were younger?" Well, there was like a barrier. Nothing could get to you behind that barrier. If you were on stage, it was difficult, but it was like I could still sing, you know, when I was younger. It was like my way of speaking without getting caught. So I'd pick these songs that would express what I was going through and then sing them. Strange way of communicating, I guess, is how it worked for me. Then they shut down Napster, so no more downloading free. Yeah, I noticed even the free download stuff. Like if I want to download a YouTube thing, I got to keep switching YouTube downloaders because it keeps making it so I can't download. Because I like to use non-copyrighted nature sounds or music for my videos. And boy, talk about frustrating. They keep changing stuff so you can't download stuff like you want to. There. I think that looks a little better. And oh, I see. I forgot to put. I see where I screwed up. The line. The line. Duke, why didn't you see the line? Man, you're supposed to be my supervisor when I do this stuff, Duke. What the heck, man? Much better. Looks much better. Except for this line. I gotta put a line here. Duke's supposed to be supervising me when I'm working, and I keep screwing up. There. Is there any more mistakes? See any mistakes? Tell me if you see mistakes. Look closer. Closer. Mistakes. Mistakes. What's the matter, baby? My kitty says, Mom, enough. All right, I'm gonna let you guys chit chat while I close my paints up, and then let me know if you see any mistakes. I'll fix it before I'm done. Duke says, "Well, you can, but not gonna give away my secret source for downloading stuff." Really, really, not on here anyway. Oh, I can ask you. I can figure it out. Oh, my ice melted in my drink. Now my vitamin water is going to be watery, which is fine. I don't mind vitamin water being watery. I'm the only mistake here. You're something. You're definitely something. And I don't know when I'll be able to finish this, but I'll pick a day probably and get the flowers finished. So he turned out really cute though, didn't he? I like him. At first I wasn't sure, but he's kind of cute. I think I'm going to give him a little whirly on his head though, because I know they have that for like whatever the heck it is for eating or whatever. And the flower, I don't know. I'm thinking this flower is going to be a little different. It'll be purple, but this one will be pink. So, and then we'll add some pretty grass, and it'll be pretty, pretty. So I make a lot of mistakes when doing my graffiti. Mostly have to restart it. Sadly, yeah, yeah. Well, that's just it. If that's the thing. If you're doing artwork, you're gonna make mistakes. The nice thing about this is it dries fairly quickly. So like I can go like this, and I think that's why I like the Rust-Oleum. I like Velspar better, but I like Rust-Oleum more because mistakes can be fixed no matter what. So, and I mix all my own colors, so. But I just felt like doing something bright and vibrant tonight, so definitely hit that jackpot. So, all right, guys. Well, wrap it up, and I'm probably gonna take my pain pill and my vitamins and head to bed, and maybe tomorrow sometime. I don't know when I'll have to finish this part, so. But all right, that's pretty much it, guys. I will talk to you later. Bye for now.